All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakodash. Giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and shalom to all the brothers out here laboring in this truth with sincerity. And shalom to the few sisters that watch. Just coming back with another quick lesson. Just going into how, the serpent beguiled Eve. Just one element of why we sin and why we in the position we in. It all centers around this devil, man. He went to the weaker vessel and basically tricked her. And he's still doing the same thing today. And this video I seen on Instagram inspired this lesson. So, without any further ado, we'll get into the video, and then we'll get some scriptures.
Homes was planned on a minimum budget. There are few places for children to play. Because of the same kind of planning, Perry Homes has no doctor, no dentist, no pharmacy. Nearby there is a well baby clinic, but no sick baby clinic. And the sick must travel 12 miles to wait for attention at Grady Memorial Hospital. And partly because of the general rule that welfare is cut off if there is a man in the house, fathers are often driven away so that mother and children can eat.
And you see, that's the same thing, man. This devil beguiled Eve, in a way to where, he would give her supplemental benefits, housing, food, and a few trinkets, by way of little checks, man, and some cheese and some milk, hey, man, and she went for it, man. But the thing about it, this devil puts you in a position to where you need him, And once again, he went to the weaker vessel, and the same thing is going to take place, hey, man, with the MOTB. But, we'll get into that later. But we'll get back to the video.
85% of the head of household is a woman, because most of the men who should be in the household, they cannot make a decent living. And, of course, it is better to know that a child will be fed 12 months out of the year than 3 months, which during the summer when construction work you can make a decent living.
The man in the house rule was written to prevent welfare cheating, to make sure that aid to families with dependent children would go only to families headed by mothers. But the effect of the man in the house rule is to create for children an atmosphere of investigation and surveillance. And thus, the welfare system in its operation turns out to be a system to make life harder for children. Holmes was...
And you see it, as a result of this welfare system, man, our people have been further destroyed. Fatherless children in the household, no fathers in the household, which creates no structure. And, hey, man, just dealing with Eve, you see how weak she is, how emotional she is. And that's the way she was made, so it's not not a bad thing. That's just the way Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai created her. But, when it comes to kids, they need another form of structure, man. That discipline, that that firmness, man, to keep them in line. And that's something that Eve lacks. Even if she try to assert herself, it don't come off as a manly figure would. But, and there's certain things that Eve can't teach boys, the leaders of, which would be the leaders of Israel, men, of course, which is caused, hey, man, you see it. All you got to do is walk down the street, man, and you see the results of Esau's trickery, and right after that, this devil introduced drugs into the community, which further took away the men, from the household, by locking them up, giving them like, hey man, like they say, football numbers, man, in jail time. So, that's where we at, man. But we'll get into these scriptures, and hey man, this devil gotta pay, and that's what we patiently waiting on. Elder Apostle Hart, coined this year to be the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, man. And the first day kickoff was a earthquake in Japan. So hey, prophecy still kicking off, and it's a beautiful thing, man. So we know, hey man, it's about to get hard out here, and these women gonna be in for a rude awakening, man, as well as Jake. So we'll go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, and we'll start at verse 48. It says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things." All things, see? It says, "And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." And that yoke of iron came, during slavery, which he used Eve again, as a form of leverage when it comes to Jake. But, the point of this is that, hey, man, that welfare system and want of all things, man, And the same thing is still going on today, man. Once Yahweh Shem Yahushua really open up the gates and this devil really comes down and implements this MOTB, hey man, Eve he gonna use Eve again for that leverage, man. She gonna be looking at you with them sad eyes, with tears in her eyes, because the kids ain't ate in a couple days, man. She gonna be pushing you to get that MOTB, and it's gonna be the same thing. That's gonna be the first target. The same way it was with the jump shot. I guarantee you more of them went out and got it than us. More women, more females, man, because they're more emotionally drawn when it comes to stuff like that, And Esau knows how to play on the emotions, man. All right, you see it, the fall of man, the Israelite man. All right, this is the book of Genesis chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua had made." It says, "And he said unto the woman, hath Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden." It says, "And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the tree of the garden." Verse 3 says, but the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. So Eve knew the rules, man. She knew what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had laid out, the rules, the laws. And yeah, Salakia for that. Hey man, once you start getting into lessons, really trying to do the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, hey man, Satan really comes at you heavy, man. The same way he did Job, not comparing myself to Job, of course, but Job was, hey man, the righteous of the righteous. And Satan plagued him, so we're not exempt, man. The deeper we get into this truth, the more Satan is gonna come at us, man. So, that's just it, man. We gotta understand and we gotta know that. And back to the book of Genesis, and we'll go to verse 4. Salakia. It says, "And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die." So, being the deceiver, like he always is, telling you it's okay, you'll be okay, deceiving you, the same way putting stuff in your food and your water, Hey man, how you slave, you go to work to the plantation every day, paying taxes, and then this devil ships all the money over to other countries, man. Hey man, hey, this devil had did a number, even on his own people. You know, they so hey, they so content. You know, they fine with being deceived and stepped on, you know, even though they say they got so-called American pride, yet and still this devil is sending your hard-earned money over to other countries while this country steadily declining. And you suffering and you taking it. So you devils are weak, man. All right, verse 5, it says, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And you see that's the lowercase g. It says, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. So, you know, the basis of this is hey, that's what's gonna happen, man. That's what's going on. That's what's been going on. You know, this devil uses Eve to for the destruction of Israel, man. You know, and Eve being Eve falls for it, and you see Eve so destroyed. She walking down the street with hot pink hair, orange hair, no respect, no dignity, saying all manner of nonsense in this hip hop situation. Known for being a harlot all the way around the world, and that's how this devil portrays her, and she still follow the ways of this devil, man. You know, trying to make a place here in Babylon the Great, which is ultimately going to lead to their destruction. And hey, man, we hastening that day. All right, so let's see. We'll go to the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, and we'll go to verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, we are not ignorant of his devices, and the elect will not fall for these devices, man. You know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua has already put it instilled in the elect not to fall for it, man. So, you know, basically you wasting your time, devil. You know, you're not going to get the elect. You know, Lord willing, I'm one of those men. But if I'm not, still, you're not going to get the elect. And your mission is not going to be accomplished. You know, and what's the mission? Let's go. You know, we got to go to it, man. The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. Let's see. It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So, hey, that's the ultimate goal. That's going to be the ultimate deception. And do not be fooled, man. This devil is going to use Eve, you know, because he's going to be so desperate. It's going to be desperate measures. This devil might even go back to the point where saying, hey, if you got a man in your household, he got to leave, or else you won't receive these, this little, and it's going to be something, you know, abominable, you know, unless we'll send you a pound of ham or something, you know, a pound of bacon or something. You know, it's going to be something abominable, totally against what Yahweh Shem Yahushua says or put forth, you know, to further your destruction, man. So, hey, you know, with that being said, you know, we want to constantly give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rekakwadash. Shalom.